Hey everybody, welcome back to Bookish Days. I am Brad, your Sunday. And really quick, I just want to thank everybody who wished me a happy birthday back on Monday, which was my birthday, either on Twitter or Goodreads or Facebook. You all are awesome and just great booktubing friends. Thank you so much. And this week's topic is 2013 books that we cannot wait to read. And I chose this topic mainly because I start researching books as soon as they start releasing news. I research all the time about books coming out in 2013, and since I have so many, I've narrowed it down from only January to May, and all of these have covers and release dates I'm about to show you. So let us start with January. On January 1st, there is Prophecy by Ellen O, which is this fantasy slash possibly high fantasy novel about this person who slays these creatures and everybody hates her, like trying to stop dark forces from getting to them or something, so it sounds interesting. January 8th, there is Through the Evernight by Veronica Rossi, which is the sequel to Under the Never Sky, which I recently read, really loved, so I'm very excited to continue on with Arya and Perry's story. And then there's Revolution 19, which is some kind of robot kind of taking over the world thing, I think, and the cover really freaks me out, but I'm excited for it. Paper Valentine by Brenna Yovanov. I am so eagerly excited for this book. It just sounds so good. It's kind of like a paranormal murder type of book, and I'm just so excited for Paper Valentine. Finally, on January 8th, there is Rise by Andrea Kramer, which is the sequel to Rift, which is the prequel to the Nightshade trilogy, and I haven't read Blood Rose, which is the final Nightshade book, and I haven't read Rift yet, but I plan to read both of them soon so I can be ready for Rise. January 15th, Shades of Earth by Beth Revis. Holy crap, I am so excited for this book. This is the final book in the Across the Universe trilogy. I hope to read that book in one day, and I'm sure I will because I am just too excited for that book. It's ugh. And then I also really want to read Level 2 by Lenore Applehans. I think that's how you say her name. I've heard mixed reviews about this one, but it still sounds really interesting and I will give it a shot. January 22nd, there's Everbound by Brody Ashton, the sequel to Everneath, which I cannot wait for. It's just, oh, after the ending of Everneath, I need Everbound, like right now. And finally, Boundless by Cynthia Hand, which is the third and final book in the Unearthly trilogy. It's about angels. January 29th, I am, oh my gosh, like, I am so excited on January 29th, because you know why? If you know me, you know exactly why I am excited for the 29th, because Asunder by Jody Meadows comes out. I seem to mention it in every single Bookish Days video, but Incarnate is my favorite book, so I cannot wait to read Asunder, and I know it's just going to be amazing. The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. This is a retelling of The Island of Dr. Moreau, or however you say that, I don't know. But it still sounds really interesting, and I can't wait to check it out. I've heard really good things about it. And Shadows in the Silence by Courtney Allison Moulton, which is the third book in the Angel Fire series. I think it's the final book, too. Now we're going into February. February 5th, there is Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi. See, I don't even know how to say that name because it's not Tahara, I think, and I can't roll my tongue. It's like Tahara. But this is the sequel to Shatter Me, and I need to read Destroy Me, which is the bridge. But Unravel Me, it's just, oh, I know everybody's probably super excited for that book, and I can't wait for it. February 12th, Arcadia Burns by Kai Meyer, which is the second book in the Arcadia trilogy. February 19th, Mind Games by Kirsten White, which is the first book in a brand new series from her. About two sisters and they get involved in some trouble. I think it's dystopian, possibly, maybe. March 1st, Things I Can't Forget by Miranda Kennelly. This is the third book in the Catching Jordan series. You can read them out of order. They're like companion novels. And I don't know what's up with this one because this one has nothing to do with sports. I think it's about a Christian girl who goes to support her friend while her friend gets an abortion and now she feels guilty or something. It has nothing to do with sports. So I don't know, but I'll check into it. March 5th, Requiem by Lauren Oliver, the third and final book in the Delirium trilogy. Cannot wait for that book to come out. March 12th, Mila 2.0 or Mila 2.0. I've heard it both ways and I just don't know. This one just recently got opted to become a TV show, so that's really cool. There's this girl and she's not human and I forget if she's like a robot or... and it's, I think, about breaking free, so I cannot wait for that one. And March 26th, Imposter by Jill Hathaway, which is the second book in the Slide series. Cannot wait for this because I love Slide. It's a great murder mystery novel, and Imposter is the continuation of that. I'm so excited. I'll probably read that one in a day too. In April 2nd, there's Light by Michael Grant. I don't want April 2nd to come because that means that the Gone series is ending, and I don't want it to end. See, I was really hoping that Light would be like 800 pages just because I don't want it to end. Yes, this is the 6th and final book in the Gone series, and I don't want it to end. April 9th, Napoleon by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I actually was part of the cover reveal for this novel on my blog back in October. But still, I read the prequel, Demon, so I want to check out Napoleon because I have all the other books. April 16th, there is Dead Silence by Kimberly Derting, which is the 4th and I'm pretty sure final novel in the Body Finder series. I've read the first 2 books, haven't read the last echo just yet, but it's about a girl and she can hear echoes and she can like find dead bodies and locate their killers and stuff, and it's just, she does an amazing job with that series and I love it so much, and I can't wait for Dead Silence. April 23rd, there's a bunch of books, so I'm going to stick to only books that I've read, like the first book too. The first book is The Elite by Kiera Cass. This is the second book in the Selection series. And I've read book 1, The Selection, and it was really good, so I'm excited to see just how Kiera Cass keeps going with this series. And I'm not even going to pronounce this author's name because really I don't remember it, and I think it's hard to say, but just the cover makes me want this book so much. This is Arclight, and I love that cover. See, I don't really even know what it's about. I think it's about something when darkness comes. There's like a bunch of crazy stuff that goes on, but just that cover makes me want the book. And April 30th, there's Life After Theft by April Lynn Pike. April Lynn Pike, that's all I need to know. But I think this is a retelling of the Scarlet Pimpernel, I think. So, I'm not a big fan of that cover, but that's not going to stop me from reading her latest book. And the final month I will be talking about is in May, mainly because I could keep going forever about 2013 books. Invisibility by Andrea Kramer and David Levithan. This is about a boy who's invisible and a girl who can finally see him. They're trying to unravel the case of why is he like that and trying to get him visible, I guess. And Icons by Margaret Stoll. Yes, this is one of the co-authors of The Beautiful Creatures, but now she's breaking away and doing her solo work, and so is Cami Garcia later in the fall. But this is about aliens taking over the world, and I love that cover as well, but I'm so excited for Icons. May 14th, Towering by Alex Flynn, retelling of Rapunzel. Love that cover, love the story idea, cannot wait for Towering. It sounds fantastic. And the last book I'm going to be talking about today is Goddess by Josephine Angelini. This is the 3rd and final book in the Starcross trilogy. Love the first 2 books, and I seriously cannot wait for Goddess. I just know it's going to be amazing. Alright guys, so that's all from me this week here on Bookish Days. I will see you next week here on Bookish Days. And again, thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. And I will see you all next time. Happy reading.